Welcome to the Classy Career Girl podcast. I'm your host, Anna Runyon, founder and CEO of Classy Career Girl, one of Forbes' most influential career sites. This is a podcast for a community of women who want to turn their passions into work they love. You'll learn how to become happy, successful, and balanced with class, skill, and style. We believe that you can create your future. So stop delaying your great life. Go put yourself out there. You can have your great life and career right now. Welcome everyone. Welcome to today's class. I'm Anna Runyon, and today I'm going to show you 3 super simple strategies to turn your goals into an organized plan. Now, I'll be the first to admit that the world is a little crazy right now. We're experiencing layoffs, a lot of businesses closing due to COVID. There's a lot of change and uncertainty. So I'm here today to serve you and to help you. I help women who are feeling stuck in their career business and know they want to have more happiness, freedom, and impact, and have the ability to make more money and spend time with their families. I help women who have been trying to change their career but don't know what steps to take because they don't really know what they want to be when they grow up. And really, you are in the right place if you have no idea where to start. You're feeling overwhelmed. You want to make a career change or grow your business, but you're just having trouble staying focused and consistent. And you kind of don't have a lot of time for your goals. So now I'm guessing for a lot of you, this is probably not your first webinar. So the first thing I want to mention is that if you failed at planning out your goals and reaching your goals in the past, it's not your fault. I have failed as well. I failed much more than I have succeeded, and you absolutely cannot give up no matter what. We have to change things up, try different things, ask for help. You can get better results by trying something different. So if you've lost a job or had to close a business, it's okay. There's a lot of information out there. It can be confusing, and many times that information overload keeps you from success. If you've been concerned in the past that you just can't succeed with reaching your goals, I want you to put those fears to rest because you can do this. You just need the right person to explain it to you. There's so many planners and time management systems out there that want you to think you need to wake up earlier, be more organized, or just work harder at your goals to achieve success, happiness, and balance. If has anyone else had the experience of like walking into Target, seeing all the beautiful planners, and if you think if you just buy that one planner, your life is going to be more organized and everything is just going to be more planned out. You buy the pretty planner, life's going to be better before the year even starts. You're like so excited for the year. There's many companies trying to convince you that you will reach your goals if you buy the pretty planner, you get some pretty pens and those stickers, you're going to complete all your goals. So if you try to buy a new planner every year hoping that this year will be different, I get it. I've been there too. I thought my life needed to change and I just needed to be more organized or productive next year to finally achieve my goals. But I'm here to tell you they're wrong. They have their own ideas and reasons for wanting you to think this, but it's not true. The difference with us today is that we really, really care about your happiness and your fulfillment. And it's not just about waking up earlier. It's not even about buying a beautiful planner. Instead, it's about creating the right plan to reach your goals, because with the right plan, the doing is easy. See the difference? We truly want to see you living the life of your dreams and doing the career you were meant to do. And the right plan will help you identify the right goal for you, which will make all the steps easier. So that's why we're here today. I know you have a dream and a career or business that you would love to do. And I know you have a dream to make an impact and do more of what you love every single day. And I want to show you how to make that happen during the webinar today. So my goal for the presentation is to help 2 types of women. For those of you who are just starting a career transition and have no idea what you want to be when you grow up, you'll get a plan you can use to figure out what your dream career is and how to make it happen. And for those of you who want to start a business or create a new income stream from home but have no idea what steps to start with, you'll get a formula to know how to figure out what your ideal business is and what steps to take first. So in order for you to reach your career goals, you must first have a plan. The only planning system that actually works for busy women is my simple plan system. Colleges don't teach this, companies don't teach this. This is unknown. Trust me, I've searched high and low for this type of training and time management that fit me as a busy mom with a million plates that I'm juggling. Anyone else juggling a million things right now? And I found bits and pieces here and there which cause a lot of confusion, but my system is the only one that combines all of those pieces into one. And with the way the world is now, this is so needed. I'm a homeschooling my 6-year-old, daycare for my 2-year-old. I'm running a business with my husband from home. I need a simple planning system. And this year I made it my mission to get this system out to more women so I can help and impact more women. I'm passionate about planning because I want to help you go from stuck to fully live, from dreading Mondays to I can't wait for Mondays, from working late because your boss says so to working late because you love it, and from work you have to do to work you love to do. So if you don't have enough time, I get it. It's not about doing more though. It's about doing the right things. You absolutely can make your dream career happen in 15 minutes per day with baby steps. And if you weren't born productive, it's okay because being organized isn't something that you were born with. You can learn this. And if you aren't disciplined, well, working in your passion doesn't require much discipline when you love what you do. And that's my goal, to help you find that. So if we haven't officially met, hello, I'm Anna Runyon and I help women find career fulfillment. And in March 2010, I started a blog and dreamed of a better career and a better life for myself. I took that little blog to become one of Forbes' 35 most influential career sites, and my podcast has been listed as Yahoo Finance's 10 best podcasts for women. And I was nominated as San Diego Magazine's Woman of the Year. I've been on billboards, which was pretty surreal to go see that with my daughter. But all those things are nice, but here's what's most important and what really matters is I made my dream career and dream life happen. I created my future. First, I had to figure out what my ideal career was because I had no idea what I wanted to be when I grew up. I just knew I wanted to be a happy working mama. Now I get to do what I love, and I'm continuously making sure I'm happy. I have less stress, more fulfillment. I'm living my potential and my purpose, and I don't have to dread Mondays. I don't have to do work I hate. I get to make an impact and support my family doing what I love. I actually built up my business with my day job so that 3 weeks after I quit, I was flown with my husband and daughter to Brazil for my first international speaking event in 2014. I never even dreamed that would be a reality, but it was. So don't for a second think the same thing can't happen to you. But just remember, this Brazil speaking trip was 4 years into my journey. It doesn't happen overnight, but it does require you to start. By the time I left my day job, I had PR attention. I was on the local San Diego news. My website was ranked by Forbes as one of the top 35 most influential websites for your career. I was quoted in People's Style Watch magazine 3 times, and I even published a book and spoke to over 50 organizations and women's groups, all while working my day job. I worked on that side hustle while working my day job until I could replace my income. And then I went part-time at my day job as my side hustle grew, so that by the time I left my day job, my side hustle brought in 6 figures, and a few years later, 7 figures. There's a simple plan, and you can do it too. So I know how to do all this with limited time, and that is why I'm excited for today's planning webinar. Your benefit is this: when it comes to making big dreams happen in a very short amount of time while juggling babies, full-time jobs, growing businesses, and business school, I know my stuff. And one of my strengths is breaking down what you need to do and systematizing it to reduce your stress and overwhelm. You don't have to do everything. Just focus on the most important items that are truly going to move you forward to making your dream career a reality. I share these traffic stats with you not to brag, but because there are so many coaches online, you really have to uncover who is really practicing what they preach. Our content just on Classy Career Girl alone impacts over 284,000 people per month with very little advertising dollars. And we also have over 620,000 page views per month. But my life hasn't always been happy and my career hasn't always been good. This is us in 2010 on a vacation from work from a wedding in Seattle. And this was a pivotal trip for me, and I'll tell you why in a second. I worked myself hard. I had a lot of stress and overwhelm in my corporate consulting job. I dreaded Mondays. And after the 2008 recession, my exciting job turned into a miserable job as there were layoffs, decreased budgets, and a lot more stress doing 4 people's jobs all by myself. I really hated my work, but I needed a paycheck to pay off the cars, the mortgage, the furniture. It was crazy. But I knew I had more potential and more purpose in my life than sitting in that cubicle all day crunching numbers and being yelled at by my bosses and clients. I just couldn't find the time, and we were drowning in debt. And I wanted that status of working at that big fancy consulting firm, but inside I was miserable. My husband and I had tried for a year to have a baby and we weren't getting pregnant. So I kept thinking how my work life was not going to be good for when I was a mom someday. I literally worked from sun up to sundown. I wanted to be a mom. I felt like there was no way out. And I literally, sometimes I'd go to my car and cry during my lunch break. I didn't know what I was good at, and I didn't know what my dream job even was. My breakthrough and epiphany came at my rock bottom in a hospital at midnight after that wedding in Seattle. I had just found out I was pregnant and was literally the happiest I'd ever been until I was no longer pregnant and I had my first miscarriage. And when the doctor told me, I said the most irrational thing ever. I told him, I hate my job and I need to quit. Now, why the heck was I talking about work when I had just lost a baby? It was the breakthrough I needed to realize that this path is wrong and I needed a change. And for a lot of you, you're having a wake up call right now. I want you to realize something. I created that new opportunity and new plan for my life because I knew there had to be some reason, some purpose to those unexpected and hard life events. I knew I needed to make more impact. So I just focused on helping one person every day. And I discovered I loved teaching. Can you guys tell? So I decided let's do more of that. And I went on a journey to discover more of myself and what career fulfillment was for me. Today, my husband and I run our business with our incredible team. I get to spend time with my kids, work on my passions too. We can travel, we can see family when we want to, and I get to do what I love. I'm more confident and more successful because I know my passions and strengths and I work on them every single day. Now, you may not be at a rock bottom moment like I was in that hospital. You also may not even hate your job, but you may feel like you're never going to reach your full potential. You may be worried that you're no longer challenged in your current role and you're starting to feel stuck. Maybe you're realizing that you aren't making enough to support your family currently and you have no idea what steps to take next. Maybe you're just confused and you've been furloughed or laid off. Making a plan that we're going to do today is the first step because you don't want to get stuck and have to repeat the career transition cycle again. And you don't have time to waste. It's not worth it being unhappy. Identifying your ideal career and creating a plan is going to help you be more successful in the long run. So let me ask you, do you feel like you're never going to reach your full potential? Are you starting to feel stuck? Are you happy in your career? Are you confused about the next step to take in your career? Not only has our planning system worked for me, but here's a story of another woman who used my same system to get unstuck. Meet Lisa Polak. Lisa had a very busy day in her work life, and she had her kids that required her attention. But she had this dream of starting her own business, but she could not find the time. And after learning my planning system, she created her vision journal, then she created her vision board. She created her 90-day plan like we're going to do today, and she found an extra hour every single day to work on her dream. That's what it's all about, finding that time to be able to work on your dream. And here's Batul. So many doors opened for Batul after she made a commitment to make her dream career happen. She realized she was in control of her destiny. And since doing her vision journal on the screen, she's gone on to get a job offer during the pandemic and take a step towards her ideal career path. That is great, but she's also exploring things on the side and helping others in her side hustle too and getting clients. And that's what's possible when you have a plan. She was on this same webinar and look at the transformation she has had. It's so easy to just let life happen rather than to take charge. So it's so important to do this. Here is what we're going to teach you guys today. 3 super simple strategies to turn your goals into an organized plan. Secret number 1, we're going to talk about your 5 to 10 year vision. I'm going to teach you a simple strategy to figure out where you want to be in the future. Secret number 2, the annual planning roadmap, how to narrow down your annual goals and identify your first step in less than 10 minutes. And secret number 3, my 90-day planning hack, how to come up with steps to achieve goals and schedule the completion of the steps. So you guys ready? Let's dive right in. So secret number 1, the 5 to 10 year vision, a simple strategy to figure out where you want to be in the future. So vision is so important. And one of the biggest mistakes that people make when creating their goals on January 1st is forgetting this part. So we create goals for the year without figuring out where we want to go. So in order to create your goals, you have to first figure out where you want to go in the future. Then what we do over the next year is going to help us reach that long-term vision. So before you even write down a goal, we have to figure this out. One of the very best and easiest things you can do to figure out your vision is to figure out your role models, to figure out who inspires you, who else is doing what you want to do someday. Who else do you go to their website and you say, wow, I'm inspired. I want to do that. I want to be her. Now, let me tell you guys a quick story. In 2018, a few months after I had my second daughter, Sienna, I was on maternity leave, and Emily Lay, you guys might know her, she creates the simplified planners. She posted that her simplified planners were in Target. And I was amazed. I was a little jealous, to be honest, because I had been designing this digital planner for 2 years. And it was always my dream to have my own planner in Target someday. So I could have done two things. I could have been super bummed. It's not me. I could have been sad about it. Or number two, I could have taken massive action to create my own brand of planners that years from then could maybe be considered to sit on a planner aisle in Target too. So that inspired me, that simple post that I have on the screen inspired me to take action. I had a vision now. I knew where I wanted to go. And I wouldn't be in Target tomorrow. It's going to take a lot of steps to reach that goal. But that day, I got inspired. I called a printing company. And after sitting on that goal for 2 years, just because I finally got that vision now, thanks to Emily, I had my own physical planner created and in my hands in 8 weeks. That's less than the 90 days that I am going to teach you today. So, just from figuring out my vision, seeing what I was attracted to, and then getting super excited about those big things and saying, if they can do it, so can I. If others can do it, so can you. I did some Googling. I went to Target. I bought one of our planners, so I could visualize this, right? This is what your vision is. You're visualizing it. If other people have done it, you can do it too. I visualized, a classy curricular planner at Target. I started researching how to print a planner. I emailed that printing company. And like I said, 8 weeks later, I had a physical planner in my hands and we sold out that next week. So now that got me to believe that anyone can figure out what their vision is and turn it into a reality. Can you see yourself reaching your vision? Who do you admire? Is it Oprah? Is it Reese Witherspoon? The home edit is all the craze right now, right? Those are some of mine, right? If they did it, so can I. Who are the people who are doing the things you want to do someday? Two bloggers, you probably have, maybe you've heard of them, Rachel Parcell and Emily Schumann are two bloggers who have created physical clothing lines and even shoe collections based off their blog brand. And that's even when I started in 2010, that's something I always wanted to do, is to create a classy career goal office workwear and shoes. And so you better believe that these are on my vision board, because the most important thing you can do is write down your vision. You are 42% more likely to achieve your goals and dreams simply by writing them down on a regular basis. Or even better, creating a vision board and seeing this vision every day. You better believe that those pictures of planners in Target and these headlines are also on my vision board. So this is what you want to do first. You want to create your vision journal, and then you want to translate that into a vision board. So if you're feeling stuck about your vision and what you want to do in the future, your first step is to ask yourself these 4 questions. You're going to ask yourself, what do you want to create in the future? When you imagine completing your goal, what does your life look like? And what words and phrases represent your life when you've achieved your goal? What do you want? Why do you want to reach your goal? And then I've been getting a lot of questions about, how do I figure out, Anna, then what should go on my vision board? Well, I would start thinking about the words and the feelings that are associated with your vision and what your life will look like when your dreams are realized. This is a vision board that I created in 2013. A lot of the words: find balance, healthy, happy, friends, family, your time is valuable, no regrets, relax, entrepreneur. Those are all words that I wanted to be thinking about regularly. This was when I still had that full-time job. And I recently found a vision journal I wrote, and so many of the visions had been accomplished. And I look at that vision journal multiple times per day back when I was stuck with that job. I was looking at it morning, lunch break, and nighttime, because remember, you are 42% more likely to reach your goals if you write them down and then you read them over and over again. And so my vision, everything that I had written down, has come true. And so that got me to believe that anyone can launch their dreams and goals and make their vision a reality. So the cool system is that my planning system didn't just work for me. It works for all kinds of people. Look, here's Crystal, and she always thought she'd never be able to launch her dream career. But after she took that leap of faith and tried things this way, this is what happened. She was able to take a leap to do the work she was called to do, even though she was very scared. She had to get over her fear, get a little uncomfortable first. This is so important. You're never going to feel completely ready. She said, I almost didn't go for this opportunity because I felt like this may be way out of my league. But then I remembered I'm divinely called to do my work and I will say yes and figure it out later. I love that. You're probably thinking you need a lot of money to change careers or maybe to start a business, but that's wrong. There are so many free options available these days. It's so easy to get started. If you are considering starting a business, there are free ways to grow your audience, free ways to start a website, free ways to start an email list, free ways to find your ideal clients online. Money should not stop you from starting to sell a beta version of your product and get cash flowing in. Your product doesn't need to be perfect to start, just start somewhere. And if you want to change jobs, you definitely don't need a ton of money to make your dream happen. There are people out there right now who need you to help them in their company. They are waiting for you, and it doesn't take money to find them. You're probably thinking you're wasting so much time and have no idea how to get your motivation back. Well, actually, when you're doing work you love, you don't need to find motivation. It comes effortlessly because you're doing what you love to do. You're probably thinking that changing jobs is going to be so hard. Well, actually, it's easy and opportunities will arrive automatically when you start heading in the direction of your purpose. When you're working in your strengths, opportunities come to you because you are great at them. You're probably thinking you have no idea what your strengths even are. Well, actually, it's super simple to figure out your strengths. There's a simple assessment you take, and it's like magic. You know what to focus on. This alone was life changing for me. You're probably thinking you know no one in your field. Well, actually, with the internet, you know everyone. So much is at your fingertips today. It's like never before. So now I've shown you how you can identify your 5 to 10 year vision. Isn't that awesome? So let's move into secret number 2, the annual plan roadmap. How to narrow down your annual goals and identify your first step in less than 10 minutes. Now, so many people get overwhelmed creating their plan for the year. Anyone else get overwhelmed trying to write down their goals for the year? So this is going to be super helpful for you. But first, before you get worried because your plans always change, like on January 2nd, like you write them on January 1st and then they change. Anyone else, things change on January 2nd. When you implement my planning system, you are going to learn that plans can change, but dreams don't. We can't give up on our dreams, even though it's been a crazy year. Let me tell you a quick story. On January 1st, 2018, I created my plans. I had lots of goals and dreams. I wrote down, like we all do at the beginning of the year. But on January 20th, 2018, 20 days into that great new year we were going to have, we got a sign on our door saying that we had 60 days to move out because the owner was selling our house that we were living in. And it was a mess. We had a 4-year-old and we had a baby, and she was just 3 months old at that time. We had just moved there the year before, and I had planned this all out because my first daughter Mila was just starting kindergarten. And if you guys have ever had kids in school, you know how important it is kindergarten is, and like where they go to school. And so I had all these dreams and plans, and where they were supposed to go to school for the next 5 years. But I realized from this experience that my plans can change, but my dreams don't. I had to change my plans, but my dreams didn't change. I still ended that year achieving a lot of the dreams, even though those plans changed. And I share this story now because I know 2020 has been a crazy year with this pandemic happening. We started the year not knowing that we would be quarantined for 6+ months. And I had no idea I'd be homeschooling my daughter this year. And many of you have lost a job or an income stream, or something happened for you that you weren't expecting. And so when you're using my planning system and reviewing your annual plan quarterly, you'll be able to change your plan as needed, but you're never going to change your dream. You may have to change things up, do things differently. You may have to try something new, make a pivot, solve a new problem, adapt to what's happening in our world, but you don't have to give up on your dream because this year was a tough one. And you still have 90 days left to 2020, guys. We still got time to achieve our 2020 goals. We can still reach our dreams with the right plan. So there's no giving up allowed here. So you don't have to give up on your dreams when you have the right planning system. This is the annual planning tool that I teach my students to create. So you previously in secret number one, we created your vision, and you found out that role model that is you would like to have their career, do what they're doing someday. So you have more clarity for where you want to be in the next 5 to 10 years. So now we backtrack that to this next year. What do we have to do in this next year so that we can reach that 5 to 10 year vision? What do we need to focus on? What actions do we need to take? You're going to come up with 3 goals for the year. One is fine, perfectly fine to start with. Remember, your personal goals will go into the personal goals section. So we're going to have, our career goals, we're going to have our personal goals. So that would be, I usually do like a health goal, relationship goal, and financial goal. So something like with my husband or my kids. And you'll have also a section for next year. So you don't have to worry about all of the later things. Just focus on what you need to focus on and break down what you're going to do this year into quarters, because planning for a year can get quite overwhelming. And it can be overwhelming and scary to do things we've never done before too, to not feel like an expert or feel like you're good enough. And we're always going to feel that way. It doesn't go away. And I had to develop my own system for getting over this fear, getting over imposter syndrome, and showing up anyway, and making your own luck instead of waiting for someone to call you, because the opportunities open up when you're heading in the direction of your purpose and your dream. Is this making sense to you guys? Now, I don't want you to worry too much about the format of your goals and what they should look like, because the most important thing, remember we talked about how important it is just to write down your goals and get them on paper. So if you've never written down your goals before, if you've never done this before, just writing something down is a huge progress, and I am super proud of you. But if you want a little more advanced training today, I'm going to help you craft even better goals that you'll have more likelihood of completing when you create SMART goals. So this is an acronym. A lot of you guys may have heard of SMART goals before, but when we write your first goal, we want to make sure that it is specific. So that means it's well defined, it's clear, it's not confusing. We want to make sure it's measurable with specific criteria that measures your progress towards the accomplishment of that goal, so that we know that you actually accomplished that goal. We want to make sure that it's achievable. And so it's not impossible to achieve. It's actually attainable. It's not some crazy thing that you wouldn't actually be able to do over this next year. And we want to make sure it's realistic so that it's within reach, it's realistic, it's relevant to your life purpose and your 5 to 10 year vision. So it's not something that's not going to help you reach your 5 to 10 year vision. And we also want to make sure it's timely. So it has a clearly defined timeline, including a target date, which you will end. And this is to create urgency. So you're going to know when this is supposed to be completed by. So an example goal, I know we have a lot of people here who want to launch an online course. So this is one that my students had put in their plan, which was launch an online course with at least 20 students by December 31st. So how much better is that than I want to launch an online course? That's what I usually see in people's plans. I want to create a course, or I want to create a business. And so now we get super specific, right? We know how many students we want to have in that course, and we know a date when this launch is actually going to happen. Or maybe you do 2 launches and you have 10 people in one launch and 10 people in the other. Either way, we have it narrowed down to what we want to achieve. So if we break down my planner at target vision down, in order to get my vision of having that planner and target, well, what are the steps that I need to do over the next year to have my planner and target in 5 years? Well, when I had this goal, I had to figure out how to actually print the planner myself. I had to get a new logo that I could use and rebrand my products, my website, my membership site. I needed a product in my hands that was selling and an audience who loved my planner. I needed a planning system proven and used by thousands of women. You see what I've done? I've done all this over the last year, right? It's small steps to get us toward that long-term vision. And you can do the exact same thing with your vision too. The cool thing is that my planning system for launching your dream career business doesn't just work for me, it's worked for all kinds of people. Look, here's Lindsay. Lindsay said that she has been able to break down everything in bite-sized chunks. The planning system is brilliant. It has taken away my overwhelm and let me see the big picture, and it reinforced my daily habits. Anyone else want a system to take away the overwhelm? And like Lindsay, that feeling of gaining momentum with daily habits is the best. I remember the day I finally was making progress on my goals and opportunities started opening up for me because of the baby steps I was making. And I visualized that day for so long, and you can make that day happen too. Can you imagine if that happened to you, if you started to reach your goals? Now, you're probably thinking this won't work for me because I have too many passions. Well, actually, we can add multiple passions to your annual plan. There's no reason you can't achieve both at the same time. I have one client who wanted to pursue real estate and cooking, and I told her on her annual plan to make a real estate goal and a cooking goal. That's perfectly fine. You're probably thinking you don't have the experience to succeed. Well, actually, you can get an internship, you can volunteer, you can basically create your own experiences now. You're probably thinking you don't have the education you need to launch your dream. Well, actually, you can teach yourself pretty much anything online these days and read from people who can teach you too. You're probably thinking no one would ever hire you because you're not confident. Well, actually, when you're doing the work you were born to do, your confidence increases and it's easier to get hired because your passion shines through. You're probably thinking you hate to network and this won't work for introverts. Well, actually, I'm an introvert and there's many positive things about us introverts. So finding your ideal career and creating your plan is even more important because it will allow us to focus and prepare doing what we do best. You're probably thinking you have to have a plan perfectly planned out before making your dream career happen. Well, actually, plans are great, but like we've talked about, things can change, but your dreams aren't going to change, and we have to take imperfect action. So you're probably thinking you aren't productive or good at sticking to a schedule. Well, actually, with my planning system, you don't have to worry about sticking to a strict schedule. So it's all about learning to break down your goals into those 30, 60, and 90 days, which is what I'm going to talk about next. So I've shown you how you can narrow down your annual plan and identify the first step to take. Now let's move on to my 90-day planning hack, how to come up with steps to achieve goals and schedule the completion of those steps. So if you're feeling overwhelmed with an annual goal and never actually completing your annual goals, that's why I'm excited to teach you this quarterly planning process that will change everything for you. Now, let me tell you a quick story. I discovered my 90-day planning hack right when I became a new mom in 2014. I had just quit my stressful day job after maternity leave because I could not leave my new baby that I had spent years trying to have. My miracle was here. I could not leave her. So somehow I needed to create a plan to be able to make enough money to replace my day job. And after realizing I was not super mom and having a breakdown in front of my husband while pumping and crying my eyes out, he decided he was going to quit his job too, and he could spend time with our daughters and take over the stuff in the business that was stressing me out. But in order to make that happen, I had to create a 90-day plan to grow my little side hustle into a real business so that it could provide for my little family. I had no other option. The bank account was dwindling. It was now or never. So I created a 90-day planning system that allowed us to have dance parties in our living room when we were making sales. And by the end of 90 days, we were able to travel. We ran our business from Australia. I know we had someone on today from Australia. And I turned my side hustle into a six-figure business. And it all started with that 90-day plan. So I was finally that happy working mama I had dreamed of. More than anything, I want you to find career fulfillment. And that's why I'm so passionate about talking about setting goals and creating plans. I did it, and so can you. So making this dream of being able to support my family with my business in 90 days got me to believe that anyone can turn their dream into a 90-day plan and make some incredible progress. Here's an example for you. So like I said, for these 90-day plans, I do these every quarter. So when I have these big goals, I always do a 90-day plan. So for example, last year, we completed a membership site upgrade and rebrand. And this was something I knew I needed to do to get in order to reach my 5 to 10 year vision, right? It was the small step I needed in order to reach my long-term vision. And just to create a great membership site for our customers. There's no easy button to your goals, and it's not going to be super easy. For this project, we hired a few different contractors to make this happen, but we soon realized no one was in charge. There was no plan, there was no deadlines, there was no SMART goals. You know how I talked about the SMART goals? There was no dates when things would be done. So what did I do? I took this massive project and I put it into a 90-day plan, and I broke all of the tasks down. And so 90-day plans to the rescue. It saved us. You can see how I do this here on the screen. So first I set my long-term vision. We talked about this in the beginning, the long-term vision of where we wanted to go. So I knew over the next year, I needed a new brand, a new logo, something that would stand out. So in my 90-day plan, it was to create a new brand and membership site upgrade in those 90 days. We wanted to do the membership site, the Classy Career Goal site is still coming later, but I wanted to eliminate distractions and really just have like one focus for the 90 days. And we launched it in those 90 days. Just a year ago, it went so well. It was so tough and probably one of the hardest 90 days of my life, my husband's life, but it's done. And now we get a beautiful membership site with new workbooks and videos and so much stuff, all by creating that 90-day plan and breaking it into what I needed to do in 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. So you can see on the screen, in the first 30 days, I had to hire the team, create my new brand identity with the website designer. And then in 60 days, my goal was to refilm the content, to create new workbooks, and to set up the email campaign. And then in 90 days, we're going to actually launch the site to our wait list. And that is exactly what we did. So without this 90-day plan, I probably would not have, we'd probably still be working on that. So that got me to believe that anyone can create a 90-day plan for their goal and make their dream come true. And so every week I write down my top 3 priorities for the week. So I know what is a priority and I don't waste time on things that aren't a priority. Now, when you begin, it's not going to be super easy. I get it. And that's why we've created some phases that you're going to go through when you're planning, and it's going to get easier and more fun over time. So there's 6 phases you're going to go through when implementing my 90-day planning system into your life. The very beginning is that you're going to let me know which phase you guys are in right now when it comes to planning. Because usually you start here where you hate planning, you aren't focused, you feel unorganized, you are stressed, you feel like there's not enough time in the day to get your goals done. You're just trying to survive and have little time for your personal goals and self-care. I've totally been there. Phase 1 is where you're finally starting to take baby steps forward, which you guys are all here today. So you're taking steps forward. You missed some weeks and days, but you're determined not to give up. You sort of know where you want to go in the future, but it's pretty fuzzy and vague, and you aren't quite sure what goals you should set or how to create your plan. Getting into phase 2, you're starting to gain momentum and seeing how all the pieces of my plan system fit together. You're taking consistent action, baby steps, you're starting to get some wins, and you're starting to get into a planning routine and making habits that make you happier and more organized. And phase 3 is fun. You're going to start getting that habit of filling out your planner. You're going to feel on top of your goals and starting to reach your goals and dreams and have more time and freedom. And the planning system works and that you can accomplish anything you want. Life feels easier. One of my clients, Ashley, said, plan is life. And that's how it is. You have more peace and joy. And then phase 4 is you're reaching your goals in life, but there's more impact that you can make. So this could be a lot of you guys here today where you've reached some pretty big goals in your life, but you just know there's something else. And you have a tendency to just stay here because it's easy and more work and dreaming is required to take it to the next level. But you have more potential for income and more potential to make more of an impact. And then phase 5 is you have plans and goals and impact that you want to make. You want to change other people's lives. And your plans are bigger than just you. You never could have dreamed of the impact and income you're making with your life. And you're so grateful for all the opportunities that you have. You're leaving a legacy with your goals and plans. And you're so thankful that you started the planning system. The cool thing is that my system for 90-day planning didn't just work for me. It works for all kinds of people. Look, here's Rebecca. She has an annual plan and a 90-day plan that has way more focus now. Using my planning system has become a daily habit for her. And because of it, she's reaching her goals. She opened her Facebook and her Instagram account, and she's preparing to launch her online course. So you're probably thinking everyone is going to think you're crazy if you step outside your comfort zone. Well, actually, yes, they will, but who cares? Honestly, they're probably just jealous. I know when I told HR I was quitting, they were jealous. And when I ran into a former coworker, he was jealous too because he's stuck in that same place. You're probably thinking you're too nervous to do something uncomfortable and scary. Well, actually, when it's on the path of your dream, it's actually fun and exciting, and that will push you through. You're probably thinking no one will think of you as an expert or respect what you do. Well, actually, when you're passionate about what you're doing and what you're talking about, it commands attention. You're probably thinking there's too much competition. Well, actually, no one is like you. You have strengths different from everyone else out there. And lastly, I've also heard that you've tried to reach your goals before, but it didn't work. Well, me too. I've failed much more than I've succeeded, but you can't give up no matter what. So I've shown you how to create a 90-day plan so you can reach success. So let me ask you a question. If you followed what I showed you in secret number 1 and identified your 5 to 10 year vision so you knew where you were going, and then you did what I showed you in secret number 2 and you narrowed down your annual plan and identified the first steps to take, and then you used secret number 3 to create a 90-day plan and knew exactly what steps to take, do you think you could be successful? Let me ask you another question. How many of you are excited about what we just talked about and the possibilities that are available to you? And then how many of you guys are feeling a little overwhelmed because we've covered so much? It's impossible to share everything you need to do to get results in a 45-minute presentation, but I tried to cover as much as possible. So I created a special package for those of you who are ready to move forward and want to implement this new opportunity. So is it okay with you if I spend 10 minutes going over a very special offer I created to help you implement creating your plan and launching your dream career business? You guys stuck around this long, I want you to take the next step. So when you invest today, you'll get access to my brand new training, the Complete Dream Career Launchpad 5-module digital course that will walk you through your pre-launch checklist for making your dream career happen. This is for any type of career. It's the most important things you need to know if you want to have success. Let me introduce you to Ashley Clayton. Ashley started learning in my program how to have the time and energy to focus on her dream career. This is the one I told you, she said, plan is life. And she then had the energy to just follow the steps I teach. And I make it super simple to identify her calling, to update her resume, and find her dream job in 90 days. And now she's starting her side hustle and side business on the side too. Our number one priority is to help you progress. And she used all the resources available to her to get hired at her dream job and now start her side hustle. She got out of her own way, started networking in her local community, and is even using her training to build a business on the side too. A few years ago, she was just like you, listening to my webinar, and now see how much of a transformation she has made. Janine Esbren is another one of our success stories. Watching her complete her TED Talk was one of my favorite accomplishments because this is something she had dreamed of doing. Now she is making so much impact in the world just by taking her first step and believing she could do it. And probably my favorite story is Christy Lincoln, owner of a chocolate shop in California. Before using our plan, she was working really hard with little time for her daughters who needed her. Now she has the flexibility to be there for her daughters, and people tell her she is glowing. I'm all about making more time for your passions and your family. That's fulfillment to me too, all while loving what you do. Would you like to be our next case study? So I want to go back and make sure you realize who this is for. Dream Career Launchpad is for women who are stuck in their careers, or women who have no idea what career they should be when they grow up, or women who know they want to start a business but don't know the right steps to start. And it's for anyone who wants more happiness in their work and life. It's for someone who wants to change but doesn't have a plan to make it happen. You might be thinking you can't get started with this because of money. Well, here's why that's a mistake that will hold you back from success. If you don't invest in yourself, you could lose future income, salary raises. Investing in yourself is so important. These are two mentors of mine, Allie Brown and Stu McLaren. I absolutely would not be where I am today without investing in myself with both of these people's training and coaching. They literally changed my life. My career is before I invested in their programs and after I invested in their programs. I truly believe that what we have created in our package you can join today, it will be before you met me and after you met me. So when you sign up, you're going to get the Complete Dream Career Launchpad 5-module digital course. Now, I really want to give you everything you need to make your dream career happen. So as part of this package, you're going to get my membership community class. Class is where we go way deeper together, and you'll get these 3 things each month as a member. Each week, you'll get an email from me with your schedule. And first, you'll get the Love Your Work and Life System video training program. This is my proven career change system that guarantees that you identify and create your perfect career business by leveraging proven what's working now, job searching, and business growth strategies. And second, you'll get our live weekly group coaching calls with me. Yes, me. We're going to do this together. You can get an audit, a resume review, a hot seat, a website review, social media review, or just talk out your issue with me if you want. And if you're struggling with where to start, every week we also have quick start sessions as well. So I can just tell you where to start. And the third thing is you get our quarterly Plan Live implementation days. And our next one is October 1st. I told you guys something special was coming up on October 1st. There's also another one on January 7th. But we're going to create on October 1st, we're going to create your vision, your annual plan, and 90-day plan together. Everything we just talked about today, we're going to do this together in our implementation day. This is so much fun that we get to do this every quarter. So you do not want to miss this. And if you're a member, you also get the recording as well. We're going to be creating your vision, your annual plan, your 90-day plan, your financial plan. That's going to be our special bonus topic. We're going to talk all about financial planning. So you can step into your full potential, find balance and happiness, and support yourself and your family. These are incredible masterminding sessions, planning trainings, and Q&A sessions all lined up for you. Plus, I will show you what's working for me. So now more than ever, you need to have a plan. You need to get focused, and you need to reach your goals and make an impact. It's time. When you have these tools and resources and the incredible community that's international and always available to help you out, you're going to make so much progress. And some of what's included is you get all my tools, PDFs, templates, workbooks, swipe files immediately to make this all so much easier. Inside, you'll get my class, Love Your Work and Life System, which is based off over a decade of experience working with thousands of women. I know what works, and I teach you how to do this step by step with a simple framework. So when you join, you'll take a very quick assessment to see whether you should start a business or not, and you'll see your gaps and where you need to focus first, and we'll give you clarity on where you should start inside the program. And then you can also take your first step. And so just taking that first step, you don't have to know where you're going. That's stressful. I'll teach you and tell you what to do for your first step. So that's not an issue. And then you'll just follow my success path to create that perfect career business for you. On the screen is our 2 success paths. Our first success path is for job searchers. It's called Love Your Career Formula. And it's the quickest and fastest way to find the career you were born to do, to be wildly successful at it, and to leave your lasting mark on the world. Our second success path is Corporate Rescue Plan. And you have access to both of them when you join as well. And Corporate Rescue Plan is a proven path to quit your day job and start a profitable and fulfilling business you love and make a difference in the world. So I want to help you go from stuck in your job, living for the weekend, hitting a ceiling, working on your side hustle that isn't growing, work you have to do, to instead being fully alive and doing work you love where you can't wait till Monday. You work late because you love it, and I can get you there easier and faster than ever before because class works. Now, you might be thinking, Anna, I can't do that. Real talk, if I can do it, so can you. You might be thinking, I'm just not ready to make a change. You're never going to feel 100% ready. It's always going to feel a little uncomfortable. You might be thinking that this isn't for you because you have no idea what you want to do yet. Well, that's what we do. We help you figure out what you should do, what your ideal career is, instead of wasting years trying to figure it out by yourself. Let's not waste time. So think for a minute what's possible for you. When you have these tools and resources, you'll be able to step into your full potential, support yourself and your family, find balance and happiness, and spend more time with the people you love. Spend more time doing what you love and living a life with no regrets. And when you have these tools and resources, you'll be able to get rid of overwhelm, feeling like a failure, living paycheck to paycheck, and hating your job and life. When I was figuring this stuff out, I ran into a big roadblock, and I didn't know how to figure out my first steps in job searching or starting a business. And I had to spend so much time and so much money to overcome this roadblock. There was no training out there like this that took me step by step through everything. And I have spent over a decade doing this. And I taken many courses, and many were frustrating and didn't get me the result I wanted. And I even went to business school, got my MBA, and I still didn't get the information I needed to figure out how to launch my dream career business. Way back then, I had to spend thousands of dollars and years of my life to figure out an efficient way to handle this problem. But I don't want you to have to reinvent the wheel. And I've got proven results. And I'm just going to give it to you with this package. Sound good? When you use our tools, not only do you save money I spent to develop it, but you also save what could be months or years of wasted time because you'll be doing it right the first time. You're probably thinking that you've taken other programs online and haven't gotten results. So why would this be any different? Well, actually, there's nothing like this out there. It's designed not just like a 5-week course, but as a membership community. You become part of our family. You get the support you need, plus a step-by-step action plan that meets you where you're at. So you don't have to worry if you haven't made progress before, because this is different. You're probably thinking you don't have time to take another course. Well, actually, this isn't a course and it doesn't have hour-long trainings. It's 5 to 10-minute quick trainings that help you take action. We want you to get results as quickly as possible. You're probably thinking you have a busy season coming up and you won't have time. Well, actually, all it takes is an hour each week to make progress and move forward because we help you focus on the right things so you don't waste time. You're probably thinking that your type of career or business isn't suitable for this program. Well, actually, we have members representing over 75 industries, and the structures and systems are the same whether you sell a physical product or an online coaching course, whether you're in STEM or HR. You're probably thinking that this program is for someone who's more advanced. Well, actually, we have beginners who have no idea what type of business or career they even want. And if you are not a newbie, if you're a business owner already, many of our members already have businesses who are working through phase 4 or 5. And we recommend you start at the beginning to build the right business or career for you. And then we have advanced training on leadership, Facebook ads, recurring revenue, passive income, and so much more as well. Whatever phase you're in, our curriculum is designed to help you identify what will give you the most fulfillment so that you can create a plan to make it happen. And you're probably thinking you live in a different country than the US and this won't work for you. Well, we have members and accountability groups from around the world that will help you because it doesn't matter where you live, class works. And we have women representing over 35 countries around the world in our community. So when you sign up, you're going to get instant access to Dream Career Launchpad and our class, Love Your Work and Life System, and our Plan Live implementation days as well. And when you invest today, you're also going to get access to How They Did It, the case study library, which are interviews with women who have successfully launched their dream careers and businesses as well. You're probably thinking that even though these people had success, you could never be like them. Well, actually, these students are just like you. They were once right where you are, and with one little step, they were able to be where they are now, just like you can too. So when you sign up, you're going to get instant access to everything we've covered already, as well as How They Did It, the case study library. And when you invest today, you're also going to get my digital course, Time Management and Productivity Secrets, which will help you decrease your overwhelm and stress, even if you feel like you have no time in the day. Time is the thing that holds so many women back, which is why I'm going to share with you my time management secrets so you can go from work you have to do to work you love to do. I was so overwhelmed trying to figure out what I should focus on first. And eventually I created my own productivity system and planner because I just had to figure it out on my own. And the frustration it cost me doesn't matter because this bonus is going to make it faster and easier for you to get started. So when you sign up, you're going to get everything we talked about, plus time management and productivity secrets. And when you invest today, you're also going to get access to planning for profits, how to maximize your earning power. I'll teach you in this digital course how to attract more money and how to increase your income. You'll learn cash flow strategies and my product creation formula so you can create a product and start generating income from home. When you sign up, you're going to get instant access to everything we talked about, plus planning for profits, how to maximize your earning power. And if you're one of the first 25 to register on this webinar, you're going to also get access to Mindset Makeover, Know Your Worth. You can't go from a job you hate to an awesome career without the right mindset. And so this is a special package with my favorite affirmations that I repeat every day that will help you stay positive. I struggled with this big time and it held me back for years, but you don't have to struggle with mindset issues like I did when you join us today. And the first 25 who join us today will also get my Tame the Tech Overwhelm tutorials. So if you feel stuck with the tech stuff of social media or starting a website or email list, you'll unlock my tech tutorials for whatever phase you're in. I struggled a lot with the tech stuff in the beginning, like making social media images and doing Facebook Lives, but you won't have to when you join us today and are one of the first 25 to join us. So when you sign up, you're going to get instant access to everything we cover so far. So you have two choices. We made this package, we had two choices, sorry. Make this package cheap and sell as many as possible, or make it a higher investment and provide more value, more coaching from me, and allow me and my team to dedicate more time, energy, and resources to guarantee your success. So, if you had a successful career or business today that was allowing you to spend time and energy on your passions and purpose while being able to make enough money to support your family, what would that be worth it to you? How much would you pay to have your dream career? The total value of everything I'm giving you today is over $3,285. Now, obviously, I'm not going to charge you $3,285, but if I did charge you over $3,000 and all it did was help you make your dream career or business happen, would it be worth it to you? If all the system did was help you go from stuck to fully alive in your career, would it be worth over $3,000? And if all it did was help you go from dreading Mondays to being excited for Mondays, would it be worth over $3,000? So I decided on a third option: provide the most value and highest quality training and weekly coaching at an affordable price, because I believe in career fulfillment for all women. You can probably see why people pay over $3,000 for a similar result from me, because it's not a cost, it's an investment. And even at $3,285, which I could charge, it's a great deal and totally worth it at full price. And when we launch later again formally, the price is going to be significantly higher. But because you showed up to the masterclass today, I'm going to give you a very special offer. When you join today, you're going to lock in the current member rate and you'll have access to everything right when you join. And you'll always keep access and your current member rate for as long as you remain a member in good standing. You can join as a monthly member for $67 per month, or as an annual member, which most people prefer, for $469 per year. And that's the monthly equivalent of $39 per month. And here's the special bonus, is that annual members get access to the 7-module plan course. So you can go to classycareergirl.com/join class right now. I know our team just posted that in the chat box. But let me tell you quickly about the annual member only bonus. When you're making a career change or growing a business, the plan course will help you break down your goal into a plan and help you stay focused and follow through. So it's really an implementation system to help you reach your 2021 goals. When you join us today, you're going to lock in this rate, and this is where we see class headed: the largest virtual career classroom and community, the best online career training in the world. Go to classycareergirl.com/join class, and you can become one of those first 25 people now to get those special bonuses. And like I said, the price will be going up significantly soon. So that's a huge savings, whether you take monthly or annual, because you will always be locked into this price. So if you were to hire a professional career or business coach to do this for you, it might cost over $3,000. But because you're learning how to do it yourself, and I'm giving you all the tools plus weekly group coaching and resources to make it happen fast, your investment today is only $469 if you join us as an annual member, or $67 if you join us as a monthly member. Now, I know we're going to get a lot of questions about the annual member bonus, so let me tell you a little bit more about the plan course, the implementation system to help you reach your 2021 goals. We dive way deeper into what we talked about today. So we're going to talk to you about why it's necessary to set goals when you don't know what tomorrow will bring. We're going to teach you why you must look back and use what has happened in the past so that you can thrive. We're going to dive into your vision, how to figure out where to start and what goal to pursue first, and how to identify your life purpose when you don't know what your life purpose is. We're going to dive even deeper into your annual plan and help you break down your vision into an annual plan. In the course, you'll also learn how to turn your annual plan into a 90-day plan. And then we dive deeper into what we didn't get a chance to cover today, which was how to stay on track with your monthly plan, how to create a monthly action plan and create an effective accountability system to ensure your plans are executed. As well as we're going to dive into your weekly plan, how to implement your plan with your weekly plan, how to stick to the plan you created, as well as what do you do every single day? How do you stay consistent with your daily plan? How to be self-disciplined to take regular action towards your goals. That is a huge benefit of becoming an annual member, which is what most people do. So at this point, you now have two choices. Choice number one is to do nothing. If you do nothing with the information you've learned over the last hour, what will you get? Nothing. Or you can choose to take a leap of faith. Just test it out and see if it will work for you. If all you do is get one more client, the membership site has paid for you. If it's a no-brainer, and I will teach you how to do this. If you want to start a business, I will teach you how to get a new client. If all you do is get one raise or a job offer, the membership site has paid for itself. Again, it's a no-brainer. There's also a no risk involved because you're covered with our 14-day money back guarantee. You can test drive it now and see if it will work for you. Show me your work and I'll gladly give you a refund. You have nothing to lose. And we do this because we know it works. We have thousands of women who've made progress with our system and launched their dream careers and businesses. Class works. So the real question is this: is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? If it only does half of what I've claimed, it will pay for itself as soon as you get that new client, that raise, or that job offer. So when you sign up, you're going to get instant access to the complete Dream Career Launchpad, the class Love Your Work and Life system, access to our Plan Live implementation day on October 1st, how they did it, the case study library, time management and productivity secrets, planning for profit, how to maximize your earning power. And then the first 25, you want to go and make sure you're one of the first 25. You're going to get the Mindset Makeover, Know Your Worth, and Tame the Tech Overwhelm tutorials. One extra bonus while we are still here on this webinar, only if you sign up on the webinar, we'll get you the Make It Happen scripts to make $100 or more fast. Yes, that's right. Make the money you need to pay for this right now. In this bonus, I have put all of my scripts I've used to find a new job, new sale, new leads, new opportunity, get a raise, or get a new client fast. This is your first step. Remember, I was going to tell you the first step, using these scripts. It can be so easy to get started. I wouldn't be here right now without these scripts. So that is a bonus only if you purchase while you're on the webinar today. Who here wants a free copy of my scripts to make $100 or more fast right now? You can literally have these at your fingertips in a matter of minutes if you join us right now. So Anna, how do I sign up? Go to classycareergirl.com/join class, and it will take you to an order form where you can enter your credit card or PayPal information so you can get registered. Then you'll get an email in your inbox with your username and password. If you have any questions, feel free to email our team at support@classycareergirl.com. It should come pretty fast. Check your spam if you don't get it. And when you click the link in the email we send you, it's going to say welcome. You're going to go to new member orientation. So that's also on the screen. So you can kind of see what to expect right when you join. We've made this super simple for you. So with 5 simple steps, you do not have to be super tech savvy to get this. You're going to watch a welcome video. You're going to create your members profile. Join the Facebook group. It's an amazing community. You're going to love everyone in there. Add upcoming events to your calendar. We have some things going on this week. You definitely want to get in for them, and take that quick assessment so we can tell you your first place to start. Don't worry if you're overwhelmed. I am going to hold your hand. We've got brief trainings you can digest. We have weekly Q&As and other members available to help and share their tips with you too. Just know that I'm here for you. And if you're ready to work with me, we can completely do this. And when you sign up, you're going to get instant access to the complete Dream Career Launchpad 5-module digital course, plus the class Love Your Work and Life system, membership, coaching, the Plan Live implementation day that we do quarterly, and that's coming up on October 1st. And how they did it, the case study library, plus time management and productivity secrets, 4-module digital course, plus planning for profits, how to maximize your earning power, 5-module digital course. And the first 25 only are going to get the Mindset Makeover bonus, Know Your Worth, and the Tame the Tech Overwhelm tutorials. And remember, we also have the awesome webinar only bonus, the Make It Happen scripts to make $100 or more fast. And that's a total value of $3,285, and you can cancel anytime. You just got to go to classycareergirl.com/join class. And that's where you can lock in the current member rate and have access to everything right when you join. And you'll always keep access and your current member rate for as long as you remain a member in good standing. So you can join as a monthly member for $67 per month, or as an annual member, which most people prefer, for $469 per year. And that's the monthly equivalent of $39. And then you get access to the plan course, which you definitely want to get. If you are here today, you want the plan course so that you can learn the whole entire planning system. awesome. So head on over to classycareergirl.com/join class to join us if you haven't yet. Why should I join class instead of working with an individual coach? So class is structured to give you access to premier coaching with me at an affordable rate. So it's the closest thing to working with an individual coach at a fraction of the cost. So you'll be able to ask me questions weekly and get personalized reviews and support. How much time will this program take? So I've done the hard work to make this super easy for you. We give you bite-sized step and push each week that should take no longer than 30 minutes to an hour. So you can do 15 minutes every day or carve out like an hour a week, and you can make a lot of progress. I don't live in the US. Will this work for me? Yes, we have hundreds of members from over 35 countries. I have a lot in place in my business. Will this be too basic? So as soon as you register, you'll have access to our advanced business growth training program, which is like phase 4 and phase 5 of corporate rescue plan, which includes recurring revenue, building a team, building your systems, advertising, Facebook ads, evergreen sales funnels, and scaling. So you will be covered. You have access to everything. Okay, can I join the next time doors are open? So doors are only open 1 to 2 times per year publicly, and the price will increase significantly over the next year. Because like I told you, we recently upgraded the entire membership site. So don't wait. The time will never be perfect. And also if you wait, you're gonna miss out on our implementation day on October 1st. And planning out the rest of 2020. We still have plenty of time to make our goals happen. What if I can't afford it? Well, class is designed to help you get a new sale or new job quickly. So you will quickly find that this is an investment that pays for itself plus more. So if you can't pay your rent, don't sign up. But if this stretches you, maybe that's a good thing. You might pay attention more if you know you have to make it happen. And we know that money is tough right now, and some of you have lost your jobs. So I don't take that lightly, which is why we have the monthly payment plan. Pay $67 today. You've got 30 days to get your second payment in, and we give you all the resources you need to get that, to make that happen and to make money. So this package will help you make money. It's the first step to help you get to the point where you're generating revenue. I've tried everything. Will this work for me? Most likely you haven't found your ideal career yet. Other programs might help you create a business or update your resume, but you're just going to get stuck if it's not what you're meant to do. You'll have more success and happiness when you first identify your perfect career business first, and that's what we help you do. Can I access the content once I cancel? No, you have access to the membership site and content for as long as you remain a member in good standing. And is this program suitable for direct sales, network marketing? Yes, we have members who are in direct sales and network marketing. The foundational business principles will help regardless of what you sell. Or network marketers need a solid business and marketing plan, just like any other business, in order to be successful. And that's what we teach in class. So my last words for you guys, there has never been a better time than now to launch your dream career business. We live in such an exciting time. We can do anything we want. Never before have there been so many opportunities for us right now. So that means like there's changes happening in our world. We have to adapt. We have to learn. We have to grow. Others will not. But to make the progress you want in your life, you have to break your old habits. And the way you're going to do that is investing in this program. I'm going to walk you through it step by step. It's going through all about helping you figure out what you love to do, what you already know, and turning that into your perfect career. So I look forward to being your guide along the way. Go to classycareergirl.com/join and register now, and I will see you inside. Bye, guys. Hey there, it's Anna Runyon, and I would like to invite you to my upcoming free masterclass called How to Plan, Design, and Launch Your Dream Career or Business Without Wasting Time or Money. I'm going to go over 3 simple strategies to go from feeling stuck at work to waking up excited every single Monday. So you can save your seat at www.classycareergirl.com/masterclass.